wonderful to see so many people here, particularly during time off school and time off work, potentially for some of us. So thank you very much for coming. We face a very difficult time, really, in local communities, because so much of what we'd previously seen for youth in Bristol, provided by the council, has, fallen into difficulty. We have unprecedented cuts on our local government agenda, our local government budgets, and we struggle to see a future sometimes. But there are really good signs in Bristol that not only in the Somali community, but wider than that, that youth provision is increasing in its breadth and in the amount of health and well-being sort of aims that we really want to get out of youth provision. I think voluntary youth services are really important, bringing people into a relationship with organisations like the Youth Network here, giving people an opportunity to design their own youth schemes so that there's more opportunities for young people to shape what they want from their youth services. And there's been some encouragement as well from the centre. The Mayor's had a skills commission which has been looking at what we can do to bring young people into closer ties with employers, with colleges, with universities, so that they have more opportunity to get involved. And one of the things that came out of that, which I was really encouraged by, was the idea of a physical space in the new enterprise zone that's coming in Temple Meads, so that young people can actually see employers in the local area and speak to them and see how they can, perhaps have a future there and have a future with those employers and find work through that. So that's one of the really positive things that's potentially going to happen. So I'm going to try and push for that as much as possible. Secondly, I think there's been a really good movement towards greater engagement on the city level for youth. We have 2 youth mayors, newly elected youth mayors at the moment, and we're trying to develop links between the Youth Council and the council itself. And what would be really good is if we could get closer ties with the Youth Network here, so that people can see that the Somali community is getting more and more involved in that level of discussion. The Youth Council has a lot of say on provision in the city, and they've been really instrumental in something called Young Assessors, where young people themselves can go around and assess what the services have been provided in Bristol and how they're performing and how they're doing, and whether they're flexible enough to meet people's needs and give people a good time as well as something constructive in their community. Finally, I just wanted to say that I see youth as part of a whole realm of things to do with health and well-being. I think that we've really started to look at that in Bristol. We want to look at how youth services contribute to the health and well-being of communities. And I just want to say that councillors, myself, Hibak, and any other councillor that you may be aware of, are here to help. If you have something that you want to do in your community, if you have a youth project, a project that you just want to start with friends, we're here to help. If you need to apply for funds, apply for grants, we can help. So please don't think we're far off. You can always approach us and ask us if you need help with something. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you for the invite.